the places.
Show the there around.
No, the whole.
Show the hideout. On the bomb fair.
No,
fireside.
No, would they wear?
No, for you.
My country people them, what way they happen for Bamenda and I say, these Ambazonia terrorists, they don't come plant bomb from Nkwen market for Bamenda, they detonate them for injure Anglophone civilian population. They no target na military, they no go attack gendarmes, they no attack governor, they no attack the officers or the Cameroon state institutions. Them no, they go plant bomb. Now for market, because they say they want for force Anglophones them, say me they should for house, for so-called lockdown. Remember, say their fight no be against Cameroon government. Their fight now against Anglophone civilian population. Gone are the days where they even try for pretend, say this nonsense it get anything for do with Cameroon government. Now, 100%, they don't even pretend. They just target the Anglophone civilian population. Remember the taxi color change? They target the taxi drivers, Okada riders them. They don't fight Cameroon government. They fight the Anglophone civilians them. So look at what will happen today for Bamenda from Nkwen, where they detonated bomb. Look at all the people the way they be injured. The Anglophone civilian population. When the force people then say me they stay for house in the name of so-called lockdown, they punish now the Anglophone civilian population. Gone are the days where the Anglophones or the Amba terrorists, therefore even pretend, say it is so people they respect goes down. No, these people they be held hostage. They don't get choice. When I see the population where they come out today for market, now because they don't want nothing for do with Ambazonia terrorism. This population they just want peace. They just want for live their ordinary lives again. But the Amba terrorists they don't hold them hostage. At the barrel of a gun, at the point of a gun. Say if we are not shut for house, we are not locked down by force, we'll go kill una if we are come out for outside, we'll go bomb una if we are go for market. Now the story that way they tell the international community. Say they be terrorists and they target the Anglophone civilian population. They don't fight Cameroon government. They fight now you and me. They fight now the ordinary Pekin we want for go for school. Ordinary mommy we want for go for hospital. Ordinary person we just want for go for market for go buy tomato. Or for go buy vegetables, can come give picking them. Now you be the victim of Ambazonia terrorism. So the confirmation where we get them now say at the very least, 5 people they get serious injuries them, physical injuries from the bomb attack. Not to mention the dozens of other people where they go get other injuries that will not be physical. Other injuries where they go get and will be psychological, it be mental, it not be physical. Now which it is where the Anglophone population they go through. The sad reality now say now we put ourselves in this situation. Now we radicalize this Pekin and send for bush. Now we buy them the guns. Now we do them. We are not blame Popia for this. We are not blame Cameroon government. We are not blame no white man. We are not blame any foreigner. No, that Pekin them. Now Anglophone made they bond them. Now Anglophone Pekin them. Now Anglophones they radicalize them. Now Anglophones they send them for bush. Now Anglophones they buy the guns give them. And then when they see gendarme they come or military, they run. Go tell that Pekin and say gendarme they come. That Pekin they run. Now the Pekin they don't grow horns. They can't target back the Anglophone civilian population. So we have a job to do. We have to do what is necessary for relieve our people then from this suffering, self-inflicted pain and suffering. We need for kill all the Amba terrorists by any means necessary. I know say it will take time, but the Ambazonia terrorism radicalization it not be happen over one day. It will start since the 1980s. The name Ambazonia started in 1984. SCNC in the 1990s. The lies the way they will tell our people them. The radicalization it not be start yesterday. It not be start for 2016. It's been going on for decades. And for we to eradicate Ambazonia terrorism, it not could be something where you could press one magic button and then you get solution. No. The solution now for kill all the Amba terrorists and for reverse the radicalization through sensitization. And it would take time. It would take years as well. Radicalization, it will take decades. We too, we need time, effort, and hard work for do what is necessary for eradicate the Anglophone zone from Ambazonian terrorism. Thank you plenty, my country people them. My country people them. When I listen to what these Amba terrorists they do for our country people them, then I go talk after.
7.
Yeah. Today the 7th of
September
2024. I want beg people there for. I want my family people there for Ambazonia. Same the try see how they feel help me. The try for see how they feel help me. What you will ask me is my idea. Me put them the try for see me the help. See me reach today. What they talk say if you not reach today, then they will overvex.
You know our event today will be the last day for them to see you.
Today the last day. No, today the last day for same that will be awesome. The thing that will be awesome. Me enter them.
It will be a last day for them for see you for life.
And if it not enter me today the last day for my family for see me for life.
Talk now because talk.
Okay. The only Shambe ngam September. Okay, ni bobo amende biji achini kwa yangu kama mende bi from bumsho ko from where we shall nga Ambazonian territory. Kama bobo wa agin bia mo da chimo peberem do mani sumbo ka te chong agin mo chen ni te chong. Be fa ne ba mo na bu ba mo again. To ma bobo amboji mo bobo ana ma ne bobo Bakruka bek, Bakruka ka wajen anak. Ina ba ne do mun wai kwata bo shiram no. Bo bek. Ni ga be shanga mo yi. It wo bo mun nabi wo bo mbude boy. Na aka.
So this poor man named Mr. Fon Felix, where they kidnapped him over 2 weeks ago by Ayabacho Lucas and he ADF them, the terrorist gang inside Batibo. They kidnapped him in front of a woman and picking them, and they asked for a ransom of 20 million francs CFA. I was not hear the man they talk. When I see other wound them where they did for his skin, so they don't torture you fine. They burn a knife for fire, use them for the burn his skin for the. It is scream, they cry, so that make your family members they give 20 million francs CFA. I don't contact some people them on the ground. I even ask if you get family where they are abroad, where they ask for 20 million. They say no, they don't even know whether I get any better family for some side. The small money where they don't get that I'm sending for the terrorists, they say no be enough, they must send more. And the reason where they kidnap you, they come up with some stupid excuse. Say it be used to be a councillor. I'm not even sure State even been a councillor. Used to be a councillor. Now wait this way Anglophones, they cause harm for themselves. When they talk say make your territory ungovernable. When people they buy guns and they give them to the most poorly educated shit no white blast in the community, this is exactly what we get. So for 2016, 2017, when Anglophones they come up for our side, they talk say we don't go we. They say Paul Bia you're undone too much. We no be no say they will talk now about we. Now the result is this is it. Now wait this way you get harm when you take away the pens and the books from the picking their hands, and then you give them now guns. Time where Anglophones they will complain. Say gendarme they collect 500 for corner road. Those days are gone. No Anglophone no they complain about gendarme anymore. Now Anglophone picking them with guns. They kidnap Anglophone people them, torture them, and then collect millions of francs. Congratulations Anglophones. Now wait it this way we don't do them to ourselves. My country people them, once again we continue for provide with evidence as normalcy and tranquility in the return in the Anglophone zone. So this one the fund for Akum, it be presented to the population and of course to the SDO for Mezam in an occasion today Saturday the 9th of November 2024. As we continue to get all the evidence which really happen on the ground, we will continue for the sensitize the general population, keep una abreast with what really happen in the Anglophone zone.
Arrival of the Senior Divisional Officer for Exam at the Funds Palace. To be received by the Divisional Officer for Santa Subdivision, the Mayor for Santa Council, the Chairman of the Traditional Council.
Whether not for Southwest or for Northwest, I will say it is so for 2024. The Amba terrorists did not get the capability where they be getting for 2018 for threatening people them for trying to disrupt normal activities them. For example, schools, education for picking them, hospitals them, businesses them, development and social events like football intercartier them, like this kind of cultural events where they will happen. Amba terrorists they will try for sabotage them, they will try for say they impose lockdowns, ghost towns, they will try for stop all of these things then, because they don't want many people they get any fun, they be talk today, so they're not supposed to play football during war, they're not supposed to get cry die during war, they're not supposed for enthrone a new chief or new king during war, all of that nonsense. Of course, first of all, no war, no day for Cameroon. Now just a few band of kidnapping terrorists them, and we could deal with them subsequently. As days they go by, we continue for the kill the terrorists them. Now the reason that way we get tranquility, peace and normalcy in the return in the Anglophone zone. When I look at the example for Libya Lem, if when I take the example for Libya Lem, as we compromise the terrorists them, now so to peace and normalcy and tranquility in return to Libya Lem. For example, this one they are so-called generals them for Libya Lem, General Mike, General Fonchinala Vincent, General Yeke, Field Marshal Oliver 33 Expo, General Songu Bright, that one don't run. Diamond, it don't run. So peace and normalcy it will return into Libya Lem, because as we compromise the other shit, no white black so-called generals them, the other one they run. Now the same situation where they happen inside Mezam. What are you talking about for Tuba? You talking about for Bafut? You talking about for Bamenda 1, 2, 3? Everywhere you go inside Bamenda, peace and normalcy it will return. Slowly, yes, but surely. Now so to be happen for Libya Lem, it be starting as small, but today for 2024, when I say I'm saying this, so even colleges them like Seat of Wisdom, where they never opened since 2017, but they open for 2024. There is no magic button where we will press them for defeat Ambazona terrorism. Now small. Now so they be taken for radicalized Anglophone population over decades, since the 1980s, following on to the 1990s, and over decades of manipulation and radicalization. There's still no fit for achieve 1% of the population, because the beginning where they carry guns go for bush, they don't even make up to 1% of the Anglophone population. And make una understand, say no person it not be happy say these terrorists they be killed on a daily basis. We not be happy about that. We want them for drop their guns and save their lives. They never give away any option. For as long as they carry those guns, they take those drugs inside bush, they terrorize our population, we go compromise them all. It is as simple as that. We don't get an option. We don't get another choice. They get for surrender, drop those guns them, enter the DDR, or we go wipe them all. That is the only option where they don't give way. Me, I never ever ask any person say make a carry check up and cry guns and go for bush for go fight for me. So if you did for that bush, we go carry our own kumkum, pound and well, can't give you inside that bush for enjoy kumkum. It be free. No man you need to pay for kumkum. You go chop that kumkum, you must swallow them by force. So we're not glad, we'll not be happy. Say this picking that they lost their lives on a daily basis. As far as me I be concerned, the Amba terrorists them, the poorly educated Anglophone youth, where they carry guns to go for bush, now one of the biggest victims of the manipulation by Anglophone wicked people them in the diaspora. So I feel sorry for them. I want them to save their lives. But if they don't come over that bush, then we get no other choice but for compromise them. When I go come over that bush, or we go compromise una. Someone will now with the compromise them, carry the dead body, put them in public like a function no white blast for Gozang Market Square, cross and dive on tanker. Fonte Lucas for Mancon. I can go on and on and on. We go compromise una all. We don't have a choice, because we have been an existential threat to the safety, the development, and the happiness of our people them. So we no get no choice. So imagine what will go happen in the future once we don't sensitize all man, we don't educate everyone about the truth and the reality, and they will get the monopoly for radicalization for 2016 and beyond, before 2017. Not only them will talk for Facebook, for YouTube, for social media, and not only them will spread the propaganda nonsense for separatism and all of those things them. Black legs they don't exist. But today, we the blacklegs, we exist, and we don't change the dynamic. We don't totally and completely change the narrative on the ground, and we'll continue for bringing out the evidence as we kill the terrorism every single day. We will continue for showing now how the impact it be felt on the ground. Schools that they open, community centers them, markets, churches them, development it they come back, people that they rebuild their lives them, reconstruction it don't already begin. You where you still get Amba terrorists for your community, now you sabi, because other communities the way they don't work hard with the security forces them for kill the terrorism so that they get their normalcy back, they will go ahead. Now we go remain in darkness. Amba terrorism it don't be defeated in more than 80% of the Anglophone zone. Of course, now only a few pockets of bandits they remain inside bush where they kidnap a few people them for collect ransom. And as time goes on, we go fish them all out and we go compromise them all for bring peace and normalcy back in the Anglophone zone. No appeasement. We're not there for that nonsense. Say make you carry cheeseburger, go for Canada or go for Switzerland or wherever for go give this shit nobody blast terrorism where they did for abroad. None of that. Just like how Ayabacho Lucas there for prison for Norway, Mangang there for prison for America, the majority of them now so to they go for prison, and sooner or later, after we don't kill all the shit nobody blast where they did for Bush, normalcy go return, and the noise makers the way they did for Facebook, the Tapang Ivo, the Capo Daniel them, the Mark Barretta, the many of themselves they don't already go silent. Someone they don't really beg for negotiations, so they talk about cessation of hostilities. Because when they look left, right, they look up and down, they see and say they say we don't defeat them, we don't already win. Now why that way they change them, their talk now, they talk different thing. But we are no worry. As time goes on, we'll wipe all the picking where they carry guns in the Anglophone zone where they cause no problems. Now so to the noise makers them, they go remain noise makers for Facebook. They don't go fit declare even lockdown or anything because who they go carry your neck say it go stand for road for enforce the lockdown. Now so small peace, normalcy and tranquility it go return all over the Anglophone zone. My country people them. Today na Saturday 9th of November 2024.
Capo Daniel, I want to send out the message first now because we don't get information from the camp of the ADF for Batibo, from our intelligence within the camp, say they don't key that power where they be hold up. I'll play the video for the power, me gonna hear the power. They want one example for show kidnapping for ransom under Ayabacho. I know we'll go for the details and for the intel for compromise our sources and for also give una certain information which are not necessary for public consumption. But I want me gonna watch the video for the power where they kidnap for ADF then kidnap for Batibo.
7.
Yeah. Today is the 7th of
September.
September 2024. I want big people there for. I want my family people there for Ambazonia. Same the try see how they feel me. The try for me the try for see how they feel me. What you will ask me to my idea. Me my me put a middle try for see me the help. See me reach today. What they talk say if you not reach today, then they overvex.
You know our event today will be the last day for them to see you.
Today the last day. No, the last day for similar to the outside. You see that will be outside. Me enter them.
It will be a last day for them to see you for life.
And if it not enter me today the last day for my family for see me for life.
The power na a council worker. Then kidnap that power for pure ransom purposes. And I want me to know something, fellow Ambazonians. For this our struggle, we don't get experience for 8 years. Then you get real Ambazonian fighter the way they fight for the struggle, where sometimes they don't be misled for things say kidnapping for ransom if we help them. We get Ambazonian camp them, where they bring in their friend them, or people that join them for the purpose of kidnapping for ransom for raise capital for do business. So when they don't raise money, buy bike, so when they don't go open business of Douala, we know those ones then. Get corrupt individual them, where they don't make it be impossible for we for advance or make any significant progress for our people then. Today we talk about kidnapping for ransom. When an ADF Ayabacho, I don't work with Ayabacho like a top deputy. I don't work with the soldier then. I don't bring in barracks them inside ADF. I don't practically be the spokesman for this struggle. So we build the capacity of our propaganda and everything. So there are people who are talking things that they don't know. I'll give you two things. One, for example, Brazzaville's ban. So the reason why we the Banda Brazzaville it exists. And besides, it then become a two-way, it generate kidnapping for ransom and derailing our soldiers. So we need to change that. It then been a two-way, the Cameroon government, the intelligence, they use them to pitch our soldiers against our civilian, to infiltrate our command structure. Because the people, the way they start became bright soldiers, they allow Brazzaville meet them, they sell for specific burden. Those people then start become agents for Cameroon intelligence, for gather who soldiers they control which area, which network they protect them. So all those ills, if you make and say that ban for Brazzaville, it then become useless, it be counterproductive. Now we talk about the school, where people they want to interrupt school. It need the help we for independence. It is a push we backward because it make a country they vex with we. When I hear you and now come out talk ho-ha, so we no get independence, you and no go ever help we. Why when I say they talk ho-ha? Now because they vex. When they make our mandate bole. So we need to understand. Say if we no show love for our own Pekin, when I see picture today, they show how Cameroon military they hope Pekin their school, primary school Pekin their hand for go level of school. But wait till they care now the image, the impression where the international community they get them. What a school go, go, they don't care. Some person talking no na resistance for challenge them. Which kind of resistance? Even the push for democracy for Cameroon, it can be put on hold because of the war for Ukraine. We need to understand what will happen for the war. The war is not interested in the legitimacy. They want even dictators to remain. But Bashar al-Assad when a dictator for Syria, now they try to work with you. Taliban where they be considered a terrorist, they try to work with them. Because the whole international system will be reset due to the implication of the war of Ukraine. When I don't hear they talk about multipartyism again for Cameroon, talk about free and fair election, when I don't hear any foreign organization they talk about that. They don't care. When I see they even invite Paul Biya go for White House. Because the white people, they don't care. When I need to see the bigger picture, why would we push our own local picture for Amazonia? The people, the way they talk, say school will start on the 1st of October or 2nd of October, or the one way they talk, say school will start next week, we don't get 6 different date them and lock down the Amazonia. They talk, say that school will start, una general. Now, they will start now which school. When they talk, say the school will start, they will go teach now which curriculum. When they talk, say school, they will start, they will give that picking away they go school. Now, which accreditation? When I never think about that one then. That school will start, they will give them now the curriculum for Cameroon. Now me, I organize GCE and first school living for our Pekin and for many places them. For Bamenda, will come to a compromise. Red Cross, so all these NGOs that are involved, now how we do. We'll be first start on board, so we'll attack Red Cross, we'll attack this one. I tell you, no, that one has stupidity. We'll go from soldier to soldier, explain for them the project of this international community, what they are doing. So when they say, when I broke all bridge, when I destroy all, we need to act with wisdom. Cameroon, their intelligence, they take advantage. See how they run full ADF, them block Bengui Road, because they want control fuel. Majority of our leaders for diaspora now are bystander, they don't even be involved because they don't get the time, they don't get the dedication, they don't get the commitment, they don't get the love for our people to the extent where they feel be involved to be able to make competent decisions. So now video that for the ADF where they ran kill that man with them catch him. That man a council worker. Maybe we understand the difference between council worker them, civil servants, and the ruling class. Council worker them, market master, the one that save and the way they save their people. They don't even get nothing to do with the government. The government, most of the time, the government official, they come, they go. That one they remain. Now our people them, they don't manage to survive. These are dedicated people to the community. You go key person way. Na market master, na council member, council worker, say don't do it for you. It represent Cameroon government go side. Now people they wash pan. If tomorrow will take over that country itself, now so that people they will go to use them. But you know what down me because people they don't make distinction between Atanganji Paul and John Fundi. Where they want to even burn John Fundi corpse. You know expected they go make this distinction. School must go. Una send una picking of a school, and I want to congratulate the school the way that already started to go. Then we Ambazonia, we can't give that death threat. People like JK where they're supposed to know better. People like Mark Baraka where they're supposed to know better. Where they see how the international community they be pissed off from we. They see how we our boys they instead they can kill our own people then. For can't give proper counsel, they even can give legitimacy and blank check for Boyden to even target our own people. They can't even justify the targeting using of lethal force against our students. So I will play this video. We're gonna sit down for Bamenda. Then we're gonna see how our own people they suffer. The European Union, the ambassador, the former one, before he want leave Cameroon, he come for Buya, he come for Bamenda. He can talk say the fighters and the fighting, the advocacy currently for Ambazonia do not represent the interests of our people. And that is true. It is not a collective issue. The people who are not going, who are staying at home, students who are not going to school are being held hostage against the threat of death. They are not doing so voluntarily. It is not a collective thing. And anybody who is celebrating that has lost their mind. Have lost their mind. We must stand for our people. We must fight for the future of our children. The only thing we can give them is education. We must make education a sanctuary. When I talk to school, go. No, when I talk to school, and be boycott. Me, when I can't talk to me, the school go, and I can't accept them. Some of them have been a traitor. So school, they don't bribe me. Cameroon don't bribe me. No. Now, love for our people, and they from my heart. So now, the admin now send me the students and go. So they will go right now, which exam? When I want to tie their hand for back me and go for inside, for go fight for battlefield. No. When I left the Pekin and go school, it not going to affect anything for the struggle. What you guys are doing, you are giving the enemy the victory. And our people do not stand for it. Our people do not accept this. The vast majority of our people have spoken. We visited 6 refugee camps. The refugees have expressed their opinion that they want peace to return because of the failure of our struggle due to the internal dynamic. They do no longer believe in the dream that Ambazonian independence is imminent or it will come. Rightfully so. The international community have clearly stated such facts. Do not waste your life. Do not destroy the future of our children for no reason. Allow our children to go to school. Let the children go to school. Ayabacho, stop kidnapping. Stop this your thing you are doing. This is your wicked, evil thing. Stop it. Look at the evidence. Look at what you are doing.
As part of efforts geared towards the effective mobilization for school resumption in Manu Division, the Senior Divisional Officer for Manu, together with the Mayor of Manfe, have launched a sensitization campaign in the area. The sensitization, which started with a sports walk and marathon, is to encourage parents, students and teachers to pick up their responsibility come September 9 as the new 2024-2025 academic year begins.
On the 9th of September, and we decided together with the Mayor of Manfe Council to organize a sports walk along the streets of Manfe to remind parents and students that on the 9th schools are going to reopen. We know that our environment is being infested by unnecessary messages, threats coming from these separatist movements which are trying to discourage children from going to school. And when we know that that is one of the main responsibilities of the government, we think it was time that we reassure our children of government's determination, of government's role to ensure education for all the youth. We want equally to let them understand that it is government's responsibility to ensure their security.
The Senior Divisional Officer and Mayor used the gathering to reiterate on the importance of education in the lives of students and the community in general.
Have the responsibility to tell them the truth that education is the way forward. The peasant farmer's son or daughter may be something tomorrow, but without education, we don't have any hope and any future. That is why we are here. Our duty and responsibility is to tell the families, is to tell the parents, is to tell the students and people the truth about education. And as you have seen for yourself, we have gone round town, we introduced this sport walk with the administration in a way to pass a message back to our population, back to our parents, back to our children, school-going children, that they should know that education is a key to success. Without education, you cannot do anything. That is why we are out here and we are very prepared. Of course, we are used to all these challenges, we are used to all this threat, but this time around, we all are putting all hands on deck. The teachers, the administrators, the mayor, the parents, the students, the people, everybody has taken a unanimous decision that come 9th September 2024, we are going to school.
It is worth noting that Manu Division is one of the divisions in the Southwest region greatly affected by the socio-political crisis. To this light, there was an ecumenical service to pray for God's guardians throughout the academic year. At the end of the sport walk and marathon, prizes were awarded to meritorious athletes.